Hey friends, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be showing you what is inside the bag that I take to the theme parks. So whenever I go to Disney or Universal or any other kind of theme park like that, I always take this bag. It's taken me a while to figure out what works for me and what I specifically need in the park and what I feel comfortable bringing. So I'm going to share that with you today. If you've been keeping up with my videos, you would know that I'm going to Florida in just a few short days. I'm very excited. I've been wanting a vacation. So we're going to be going to Universal Studios for the most part, and then Disney for a day and a half. So if you're interested in seeing what I take into the park with me, just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to start with the bag itself. This is just a mini backpack that I got from Target. The inside is very spacious, and then it has a pocket right here. It's really full, so I can't really pull it out, but that's usually where I keep my phone. And then I have just another zipper pocket right here. So on the outside, on the little handle here, I like to keep my hand sanitizer so that it's easily accessible, a little pill case just in case I need to take some Tylenol and I need it right now. And then I have this little bungee cord. So this bungee cord is so that I can clip a hat if I'm wearing one, or some mini ears onto my bag when I'm not wearing them, or if I need to take them off to get on a ride. It really comes in handy. So I really suggest getting one of these. I mean, heck, you could even just put this on your belt loop or something. But it definitely makes your life easier, so that way you don't have to be carrying it around, or for me, I don't really have enough room to put things like that in my bag just because this is so small. So for this front pocket here, I just keep some kind of random things. So I just keep some smaller things in there that would tend to get lost if it's in the larger part, because on the inside there aren't any pockets. So I don't want things to just I don't want these things to just be loose around in there. So I have another pill case. This has a few more things like Advil, some anti-nausea medicine, and allergy medicine. There's nothing I hate more than being uncomfortable in the park, so if I have some medicine that can fix that, I want it on me. And then I just have some hair things, just a bobby pin and ponytail holders, smaller ponytail holder. I have this little cord that I can put on my sunglasses so that I can wear them around my neck if I want to. And then I have some moleskin. This is really good for blisters. Works 10 times better than Band-Aids. It's thicker and it stays in place a whole lot better. And then I have these little fold-up scissors that I got from Amazon. These are great. They have never been confiscated or anything, so you'll pass through the metal detectors. But they're really neat because they just kind of unfold like this. And now you have scissors. Alright, moving on to the inside. This thing is packed to the brim. So let's just get into it. Alright, so first what I have on top here is this little ring light. Now, some of this stuff is not things that I have taken into the park before. I'm going to be vlogging on this trip, so obviously I need to take things in order to do that and get good content. So this is one of those things. I just got this from Amazon. I'm going to be vlogging on my phone because I don't want to have to worry about keeping up with the camera. But this ring light is really cool. It just clips on the top of your phone like this, and then you turn it on. It has 3 different settings, so it's pretty nice. You can't see the light very well because I'm using a ring light, so the kind of cancels each other out. But yeah, it is rechargeable with a USB cord just like this, so super convenient. I can just like plug that in at the end of the day and let it refuel overnight. Alright, the next thing that is something new I'm going to be bringing is my stabilizer. So it looks like this. This is just like the tripod part where I would like typically just hold when I'm vlogging, and then if I want to sit it down, then it has an adjustable legs situation. And this part is just the holder situation for my phone, so I just put it on top like this. Obviously it would screw on and be tight and not move, but for the purpose of this video, that I'm just gonna have to take it apart, put it back in the bag. I'm not gonna waste the time to put it on there. But anyways, it goes like this, and it just sits on there like that. And then my phone just pops in there like this very nicely. Alright, moving on. So next I'm going to show you some smaller things. Typically my hands tend to get dry because I'm washing my hands a lot more when I'm in the theme park. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I have to go to the bathroom more often, and just like washing your hands with like that generic soap really dries them out. So I like to keep a little thing of lotion. Most of these like little containers and things I'm going to be showing you have come from Amazon. Just letting you know, and this is one of them. It came in a 4-pack with 2 different sizes. So it came with like this little pump thing, a large one, and then a smaller one, and then they also had spray bottles the same size now, or sizes. When I went last year in May, I took the little spray bottles and put bug spray in it because springtime, I hadn't been in the springtime before, so I wasn't sure how like the bug situation was going to be, so I just wanted to be prepared for that. I'm not bringing that this time because it's just a different season, so there won't be as many insects around. Alright, next I have Dramamine. This is really good for motion sickness and just like anti-nausea in general. Sometimes I get a little bit motion sickness, especially with like those virtual kind of rides, like with the screens or the simulators. I don't do well with those. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to get sick and just feel awful the rest of the day. Back to the little bugs. In case there is ever like a bug bite situation, I have this little spray Benadryl so that I won't be scratching myself to death. Next I have this little sunscreen. This is a dab-on stick, so it looks like this, and this is for like your hair. That sounds kind of weird, but it's not necessarily your hair, but your scalp. So like over here I have, my hair's like a little thinner, so I would put this like in that area so that I don't get any sunburn, or if I'm like wearing my hair down and I have a part, I would use this as well, because there's nothing worse than getting a sunburn on your head. Right, and then I just have this little sunglass case. I got this one from Etsy, I believe. It is a little padded, and then on the inside it's kind of like soft. I don't know if you can see that felty material, so it won't scratch up your glasses and keeps them protected. Next little random thing, I just have a pen. I like to keep that with me. I don't necessarily really use it much anymore just because everything is digital now, but I liked to keep this in my bag so I could write on maps and things, circle things that I wanted to do, but I mean, like I said, everything is kind of digital now, but I like to keep it in my bag just in case. So the next thing I keep in my bag is kind of obvious: sunscreen. You do not want to be caught dead in Florida without sunscreen. It is too hot, especially when you're going to be outside all day. I like to use the Sunbum sunscreen. I think it's just my preference. It is my favorite, and I really like the way it smells, so that whenever I'm like continuously having to reapply sunscreen, I don't smell like sunscreen, you know. But this is just a silicone travel size bottle. I got this in a pack, again, off of Amazon. Alright, so I mentioned before that the large part of my bag doesn't have any pockets, so everything else is pretty much in its own little pouch, just so I don't have things everywhere, and it keeps things more organized. So first thing is this little pouch. This, I'm not going to open it up. This has feminine hygiene products in it. So yeah, always want to make sure you're prepared in that department. And that's just that. Florida is very temperamental with their weather, so you always need to be prepared for rain. So I have 2 little ponchos in this bag. I got them again from Amazon. It was a 6-pack. I think it was like $6, honestly. But they came in little like spheres about this big, and they had like a clip on them, so you could do that, but the little container was just very bulky, and because it was a sphere, it didn't really fit well in anything. So when you take it out, they look like this. But again, when they're all rolled up like this, I don't know. And then, like, what do you do whenever after you've used it and it's wet? So I like to keep them in a little bag like this, so after you're finished using it and it's done raining, you can wrap it back up and put it in this little bag, and you don't have to worry about a wet poncho and having to air out, or, you know, getting the rest of your stuff wet. Alright, next is just my preference. I have taken makeup into the park before, and honestly, I didn't really use it. I thought that I was going to be like touching it up and whatever. So I minimized that a lot. So instead of having a little travel size backup for everything, I just have this. Now, what is in here is I have a cotton swab, just in case like my mascara is on my face or something and I needed to get it off. I have a tiny little MAC Fix Plus, a beauty sponge, so that when things are starting to separate or something, I can just spray the Fix Plus on my beauty sponge and just go doo -doo 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 -doo, and it doesn't look gross anymore. And then I just have some eyelash glue. I talked more about this in my hot weather makeup video. I'm experimenting wearing false lashes to the park. We'll see how it goes. I need this just in case they decide to pop off in the middle of the day. You get it. So then I just have this Too Faced bronzer. Really, I'm just using it for the mirror. I don't think I'll really have a use for the bronzer itself. Alright, so the last few things in this little pouch are just my favorite lip combo. Instead of having to take it from my makeup bag to this bag every day, I'm just keeping that in here. So I have my Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in Pink Blossom, and then I just put MAC Velvet Teddy on top of that. This is a smaller version. I got this one from Ulta. And then I just have Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Peony. Alright, so we're almost done. I like to keep some wipes in my bag. This is just the Cottonelle. These are flushable just in case you need to use them in the bathroom for some reason. But yeah, I like to keep some wipes on me because, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. What if you put your hand in something sticky and then it's just... Hand sanitizer isn't really going to help you there. So just to be prepared for, you know, all situations, I like to keep some wipes. And then, you know, they're nice to have whenever it's been like a really hot day and you want to go to the bathroom and kind of just give yourself a little sponge bath. I'm not gonna lie, I've done that before and it makes you feel 10 times better. So I'm not even gonna be like weird about it. Alright, last but not least, this is probably the most important thing you need to take with you into the park, in my opinion. And that is a portable charger. This one is new, so I haven't used it yet. I'll be using it for the first time on this trip. So I will let you know how it goes when I'm there. But I got this one off of Amazon. This is the Lurbon brand. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's Lurbon. But this one is like really cool. It came with its own case, but the case is just huge and it won't fit in my bag, so I'm just gonna stick it in there like this. But it's neat. But this one is neat in particular because, well, if I can get it out, hold on. It has a plug on the back, so you can just stick this into the wall. You don't have to worry about any cables for charging it, which I think is super convenient and just awesome. And then next, you don't have to worry about bringing any cables for your phone because they are all included. Yes, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, honestly. So on top here, you have a port for the newer Samsung phones, which is great because that is what Robbie has. There is another port down here. I'm not sure. I think maybe like old Samsung used these. And I'm sure like other Androids as well. And then you have lightning cable for iPhone right here. And then also, in case none of those work for you, there is a USB port here, and then just another port for whatever else. But yeah, so the three most common like phone charge prong things, ports, are included. So that is going to be like super convenient and just really nice. But yeah, so if your phone isn't brand new, it is super likely that it's probably going to die. Standing in those long lines, you're going to be, you know, playing on your phone, using up all its juice. So it is super important that by the end of the day, you still have power for your phone. Because it can be really bad if you get split up from your group and then you don't have any way to like get in touch with them because your phone is dead. So don't let that happen to you. So be safe, be smart, and make sure to pack your portable charger. But yeah, so that wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. I post Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so keep your eyes out or, you know, turn on your post notifications. Okay. If you want to see pictures from my trip, make sure to go follow me on Instagram. My Instagram will be on the end screen of this video. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day. Bye, guys.